Goku Black releasing right now as the global first was actually the best thing and the best, I guess, outcome for global Dokkan when it comes to the 9th anniversary, and I'm going to explain that in 1 second, but unfortunately, we just have to do this, alright? I know people summoned on Rose Goku Black, I get it, but in the last 24 hours, and be honest with me, if you performed a single, like, I understand, again, like I mentioned, I understand if you summoned, but if you did a single on this banner in the last 24 hours and you're watching this, unfortunately, you got caught lacking today. And you gotta subscribe to the channel. I mean, it is what it is. You got caught lacking, you reached today's checkpoint and you failed. What? Like, single? Really? Like, say, is it really that? Say, Anna, hello? Beast? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. You got caught lacking today, horrendously down bad. You gotta subscribe, it is what it is. And of course, if you didn't perform a single in the last 24 hours, you're good to go, alright? And don't lie to me, alright? But regardless, I appreciate you being here. Let's move into this video, which, you know, should definitely be a quick video. So, I want everyone to understand that the last global first for, I guess, Dokkan, in terms of an actual new unit, was the let me see, pull it up here, was STRUI Goku, and he released in 2020, but more importantly, he released in May of 2020, and this is what I was actually scared of when it comes to this year's, like, you know, global first, because when you release in May as a hype global first, you only have a month and like 2 weeks until the anniversary actually starts, because it's May, June, July, and July 7th is when the anniversary begins. So it's not even a month and a half. It's like around a month and a half until the end. In a month and a half, when you have a dead month like June because nothing is really happening, gotta understand that there's not a lot of free-to-play Dragonstones you can actually grind. Like there isn't really much to do. So I remember I summoned pretty hard on STRUI Goku. I was just really hyped for him. And then moving into the 5th anniversary, I had to dive deep into the wallet because I was in a position where I saved those stones for anniversary. I spent a bunch of them and I didn't really have, I had stones going into, but 950 less, which is what I summoned and what I, you know, use on this banner. Regardless, the point that I'm trying to make is that Goku Black releasing now in February allows it so that even if you did summon, you still have Saiyan Day to farm up and save Dragonstones. And I'm going to release a video essentially every month or whenever there's a big celebration coming. I'm going to let you know how many free-to-play Dragonstones you can actually farm up from that celebration. And I'm already preparing the video for the Super Saiyan 3 and Hyrule Garden celebration, which again will be dropping on Global in April, which means stay tuned. You can go ahead and summon if you want, but we'll talk about that at a different date. Just know that we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Hyrule Garden celebration to save stones. We have Golden Week celebration, which is a 2-part celebration to save Dragonstones. We have Saiyan Day to save Dragonstones. So we have all this time to save, and that doesn't necessarily mean, yeah, go ahead and summon on this banner. It means we still have a lot of time to save Dragonstones. So if you were to summon, there's still Dragonstones that you can farm, but keep in mind that just because there's 700-800 Dragonstones left to farm doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to, with those 600 and 700 Dragonstones, pull LRB Scorn, pull Gogeta, pull Broly, which is why I always say the more Dragonstones, the better. The more Dragonstones you have, the more chances you give yourself. Walking into the anniversary with 700 Dragonstones is definitely good, but it's better, you know, obviously, than 400 Dragonstones, and isn't as good as 1,000 Dragonstones, because the more stones you have, the more chances you give yourself at pulling all 4 of the ridiculous characters that are featured for the anniversary. So I would say Rose dropping right now was great for global. Get the summoning out of your system, alright? Get it over with. You still have a lot of time to prepare, and you can count on me to let you know how to grind every single free-to-play Dragonstones, building up to, and even past, but building up to, more importantly, the 9th year anniversary on Global. So hopefully you enjoyed. Please understand. And I mean, I will say this. Keep in mind that, like, we are assuming that this is it for in terms of global first stuff. I'm going to say this right now. I do not expect another global first character There really is no indication that, you know, because if you look at the last 2 years, 2023, 2022, there's only one thing that the global got first, right? It was the EZA for God Goku, and then the year before that, it was the EZA for Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and before that, we just had, again, EZAs. It was essentially one event with EZAs and such. Let me see if I can bump this up so we can actually see this really quick. So in 2020 it was okay. So I think the way the Vegito and Rose worked was there was like a vote to see which one global got first. So there was actually two events. It was essentially the God Goku banner, or the UI Goku banner, and then the Vegito Blue EZA. So there could be multiple things happening, but the thing you don't see is multiple summonable units. So if we were to get another global first event, which wouldn't really break the schedule too much, right? Because it's just something that JP can get in, like, you know, the next few days. I have a trouble. What does that even mean? I don't see another unit, like another new summonable unit coming. So in terms of like new summonable units, I think this is definitely it for global. Again, there could be an EZA here, an EZA there, which would definitely be great in terms of zones. But don't expect like, hey, there can still be another. I just wouldn't really expect that. One, just to get your hopes up, like, you know, and like two, it's just it's never happened before. It can definitely happen, but just keep in mind that every single celebration now we already know is coming, and saving for the anniversary is definitely the most important thing that you can do. Only if you care about value. If you don't, then summon them whatever you want, but don't complain when the anniversary arrives. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.